Hello and welcome to Ambi Marie Knits. My name is Amber. This is episode 73. We have a new setup. We're going to see how this goes. Today is October 4th, 2024. It is approximately 7:40 in the morning. Try to do this early. I kind of like my lighting. I know my lighting's usually awful. We're going to see how this works. There's still some shadows because the light's like right above me, but we'll see. This channel is fiber related usually, so we have knitting, crochet, spinning, and then of course sewing as well. Today we have knitting, crochet, talking about spinning. We also have acquisitions. It is October, so I have some October countdowns to share with you as well. So let's jump in. So first off, we're going to do finished objects, and I have three finished objects to help make up for not having anything last week. So first finished object I'm going to show you is the, can't pronounce it, it's right there, Tentacula hat. So this is a sample for Virginia of Mandatory Yarns, the yarn store I've been working at. The pattern is fun. So the pattern itself was a little bit frustrating for me, but I think that was about 75% my error. Not the pattern, it just wasn't the format I would have preferred. That's not their fault that I didn't like the format. That's a me problem. But I've got this done. Yarn is Jody Long. Yes, there's still a tail because I figure she's going to do a pom-pom in case she needs it for that. Yarn is Jody Long. Project page will be linked below. I do not remember the name of it. I do not remember the color of it. Sorry, my door's open. I saw something outside. But I'm still excited to get done. Okay, we all know I hate wearing hats, but let's try this on. It's a little slouchy. I really think it needs a pom-pom. Sorry if that hits the microphone. Meh, it's a hat. So, I'm pleased I got it done. I would like to try it in a bulkier weight yarn. It's got these dip stitches, but they cable. I don't know. It was kind of fun once I got going. I kind of liked it. Oh, that's fine. So, first finished object. Finished object number 2 is also a hat. I finished the Monster Musselburgh hat, which I still need to post for the MAL, but that's okay. So, this is a Musselburgh by Zolda Teague. It is a hat that you start on one end, you go the other. This is a scrappy one. This is all done with little bits and scraps of Knit Picks Fleeching and all different colors. I'm very pleased with how it turned out. Like, I feel like each side's balanced. So you have this side here, and we can roll up the brim. Maybe a little bit blue heavy because I think I had the most of a blue. And here's the other side. And you can, there's no right or wrong as far as wearing it goes. That one fits better, I feel like. Still got enough brim to do a slouchy. But yes, definitely one of my favorite hat patterns for fingering weight, because once you get through the increases, it's just mindless. You have like a gazillion inches of just knitting. Okay, we'll pretend my hair looks fine now. Okay, those 2 finished objects. Next one is actually behind me. We're gonna just slip this on. I finished the cardigan. So this is, let's stand up. So here's how the sleeves turned out. And this. So pattern. I used a Komodo pattern from Yarn Inspirations to sew it all together. My granny squares were an inch bigger than their granny squares. This thing's huge, but it's okay. It's an oversized cardigan. So I did the all-in-one grannies from Red Heart. I used 44 of them, I think. I know I had 3 skeins and I have 1 square left out of it. The sleeves, you can see how huge that is. I did a row of crochet around, picked up, did a decrease, and then just did 2x2 ribbing for the length of it. And I think it's okay. Like, it's tight enough, but not too tight. It's still got stretch. And the length, when I'm wearing it, it comes down right where I feel like a cardigan should, because you need to be able to grab a hold of things, right? Same thing for the button bend. Those are no buttons on it. I did a row of crochet, knit. Same with the, there's the hem, there's the hem. Same thing there. Overall, very happy with it. Washed it, so now it's soft because I don't mind Red Heart, but it definitely just needs a bath. Makes it so much better. Very, very glad I got this done, especially since this one wasn't really much of something I did a pattern with or anything. I mean, I did use patterns, but it was more of a, I'm going to make these squares, what am I going to make with the squares? And then I'm like, well, it's going to be a cardigan. And I think it worked. So this is actually a gift for somebody. So this will hopefully go out in the mail later today. I just have to find a box big enough because it's hefty. So got that done. Next up, you know, some other introductions I kind of meant to do on my background. We're going to go ahead and do that, and then we're going to go into whips. So right here, we'll talk about this more later. This is my 4-week countdown from Spun Ware Over the Rainbow. It is fiber. I've opened the first one, and that's it. The white box right here is Fangirl Fibers in the Gothic Whimsical Goth. I'm not quite sure which one it is. Hopefully everybody's open through day 3. I did not put day 4 up. That's what we got hanging right there. And I did not realize how not level that was, or my little bulletin board, until I did this. They're not level. I'm sorry if it bothers you. It bothers me, but not enough to fix it. We have Robert the Skeleton. Yes, he needs pants. At least he's not freezing to death. He has a sweater. Halloween spooky socks. Thought they looked pretty. Yarn is, I think, the first skein I ever bought from Pretty Twisted Yarns. It is the Hey, She's a Crazy Witch colorway. Pretty awesome. And then also right here to add to the decor is my skull yarn bowl I won from Andy the Knittress and her shop, the Knotty Knittress. Okay, now that part's done, we're going to jump into whips. First whip you've seen. I'm very proud of my progress on this. So, bag by Mary of Ginger Snap Fibers. We've got more of her today, but that's okay. This is the Doodle Sweater. It is a pattern I am testing / sample knitting. So, doodles are, of course, Jamie Lomax of Pacific Knit Co. Yarn I am using, I'm sorry, I do not have the colorway names, but yarn I'm using is from Fangirl Fibers. And I have, there's split for sleeves and started on the body. Let's try and, there. Sorry, it's all bunched up on the needles. But so that's everything for there. Now I'm working on the body. My goal on this is 30 minutes to an hour every day. I worked on it for an hour this morning and I got, we'll say 6 or 7 rounds done. I have to do the math and figure out how many rounds I need with my row gauge and all that so I can see exactly how long. But it's looking pretty good. Pretty happy with it. And of course, stitch stoppers. I have my Fangirl Fiber stitch markers on it. Okay, cool. So that's that whip. I have it on, got this from Andy the Knittress as well. So that's that whip. That's the only whip I've had that you've seen. I've got some other ones, some that I didn't have a clue I was doing until yesterday. Because FOMO is real, I'm telling you. Okay, so next whip is another one for the yarn store. This one's so much fun too though. This is a old school bag from Ginger Snap Fibers. It's got that. Just inside, it's quite a nice bag, I like it. So this project is called, it's based off of, I needed to find a pattern to link it into Ravelry properly, but it is a basic brioche cowl. It's called the Kodiak Cowl, but I cast on more than what it called for, because the yarn I'm using is so pretty. So this is, let me show you the yarn. Should have used the yarn first. Okay, so this is the new yarn from Queensland collection. It's called Fiji. It is a singles yarn. It is 100% merino wool, 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, 328 yards. It says it's a 3-weight. I would say 320 yards. Wouldn't that be more of a sport? But it has a little bit of a thick and thin going to it. This is the colorway St. Augustine. And then I have this color. Sorry, I've got that wrapped around there because I had to frog some stuff. This color is San Clementine. So I'm guessing they're all places. Look at those. Look how good those are. Virginia got this in last Saturday. And I'm like, I want to make something with that. Like I really want to. And then we decided to do a brioche cowl on this. So Kodiak Cowl. Just basic, boring brioche cowl. But we all know how much I love brioche. And look at that. Like, here's the wrong side. Yes, there's a lot of strings here, but you know when you go to trim your tail because your tail's too long and you cut the main yarn instead of the tail? Yeah, that might have happened yesterday. I don't know how well you can see it. I have an adorable little Lego head. That is from the Lemonade Shop, I do believe. But look, it's so good. This makes me so happy. So this is, oh, lost the bag. Okay, still having to bend over. Sorry, y'all. But yes, I'm very, very happy, very excited to work on that more. But that's going to be a work project because my easy projects I do at work when we're not busy. So it's also a work project like the Doodle is going to be since we're just in plain stocking it. Plain brioche is just like stocking it to me. Not an issue. But I got FOMO yesterday. So I got up yesterday morning way too early like normal. Then got on YouTube, started trying to catch up on the Vlogtobers and whatnot. And the Stephen West MKAL video dropped. I wasn't doing that. I don't have the yarn for it. I didn't want to buy yarn. I didn't want to dye the yarn. I don't have the time. I have too many other projects. I don't want to make this. Then maybe I shouldn't have opened that video. Maybe I shouldn't have skipped to the end to see what the first clue looked like. So, guess who figured out a way to do it? Bag made by me. There is one of these in the shop. Oh, I forgot to say that. If you also made it this far, shop's got a sale, 40% off everything in there. So if you need any bags, there are still some spooky bags. I think I've got a big one of these, a small drawstring of these, and then I also have one more of the pumpkin ghosts and one more of the glow-in-the-dark skeletons. So please, go check out the shop. Okay, that's done. Should have done that earlier. Sorry. Okay, back to Stephen West. So, trying to figure out the yarn. So I got home yesterday from work, and I'm like, okay, fine. I had some colors that I could use, and I'm really particular. I want the same type of yarn. So if I'm going to use an 85-15, it all has to be 85-15. If it's going to be the thinner 75-25, you know, the one that has like the 465, 467 yards, I want all of that. Or if it's one of the thicker ones, like I want my yarn types to be the same. So that was making it a little bit trickier for me. But I had yarn I could dye. I got home, grabbed 2 skeins of bare yarn, got it soaking in water, and then remembered that I frogged my partner pullover. And my partner pullover had like 4 skeins of solid black. Well, I frogged it. Yeah, I didn't use all the yarn because it was I was using it 2 strands, so it was technically kind of a DK, and that was going to be a pain, but I still managed to make it work. So, my main color is black, well, charcoal, whatever it dyed up to be. And then my contrast color on the shawl is the Pretty Twisted Yarns 2023. Advent. I'm going to kind of hit and miss on what colors. I'm trying not to be too particular, so spoiler alert. Okay, sorry about that. Don't know where that cough came from. Now we're going to get back to our regular scheduled program of talking about the MKAL. So, if you don't want to see what part of Clue 1 looks like, don't watch. Don't listen. Skip ahead. I don't know how to do timestamps, but if I can figure it out, I will totally put that on the screen right here. So, this is the first out of 3 little mini crescent things. So I have the black, and if I haven't already, I'm going to put a picture of kind of roughly the colors I'm using from the Pretty Twisted Yarns. But this is the first one. And it's fun. Just kind of a basic Stephen West stockinette and gartery with weird increases. Love the colors. So good. So I've got that one. Started the second one. This is a different shade of purple. I know you can't tell. Oh, excuse me, but it is. So I got that little bit done there. My goal is to, if I can get all 3 of these pieces done by tomorrow night, that would be cool. There's more to the clue than that, but if I could get at least that much done. But I'm so excited on this. Like, I really wasn't going to do it, y'all. Wasn't going to. But then I looked at it. So yeah, so that's the MKAL. The mystery knit along. It's called Go Dynamo. I'm sure I'll put a picture in of that by now as well. So that is all of my whips at this moment. A lot, but maybe not too much. Next up, we're going to go into acquisitions, and we're going to start that with the my October countdowns. So I know I mentioned already that I got the Fangirl Fiber set, and I want to show you some stuff on that. So the black is day 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to show day 4. This will be going up at like 5 p.m. tonight. If you have not seen day 4 yet, close your eyes. I'm not going to say the color, but it's pretty. So there's day 4. These are all going to be tonals. It actually came with a code for a doodle deck. I got the new Spellbound one. I kind of know what I want to make. I want to make a cardigan, but I haven't figured out. I don't know. I'm not worrying about it right now. I decided it was too much stress to worry about trying to make something with this right now. We'll just wait till the whole thing's done and see what it looks like. But this is the day 4. Some of the cool stuff it came with. Did I show that last week? I think I showed the little ghosty last week. But it came with stitch markers. I'm actually going to put a picture of the stitch markers right here because I took a good picture of them at work. But they're really cute. They're the lever backs. So those are always very useful. I like those because they're good if you knit or crochet, and they're good as progress keepers or stitch markers. So that's pretty cool. What else did I want to say about that? Oh, the main color. So I did come with the main color. I got 2 skeins of it. And I'm going to go ahead and open that and show you. So here's the main color. It's called Gothic. I don't think this one's a surprise or anything, but it's just a nice tonal. So pretty excited about that. I'm having fun opening it. Oh, also, besides getting the coupon for the doodle pattern, Alt Knots is doing a crochet along, and you don't have to have this necessarily to do it, but it's granny squares and like applique on the granny squares. I'm good with granny squares at the moment after finishing that sweater, but still pretty nifty. That's something you want to check out. So I've got that. Another acquisition, I'm going to talk about the fiber one here in a few, but I want to kind of segue into doodles, because guess what I got? I got the Doodle Directory. So this is Jamie Womack's The Pacific Knit Co.'s book. It is filled with motifs. And it also has basic patterns like doodle socks, doodle gloves. Like, look at that. Sorry, there's Blair. Look how cool that is. It's pretty awesome. So, I don't know what I'm going to make about it. This and this, I don't know. I might have ideas for making some DK weight socks for some doodles for like Christmas. They won't be Christmas themed. I also got the dinosaur set, the new dino one. I'm thinking some dinosaur socks. That could be really cool. Dinosaur socks in the glow in the dark yard. Yes, I'm still gonna make a ghost. I haven't yet. Maybe next weekend. I really am gonna make one, I swear. I have a glow in the dark yarn. I have the eyes. It just, that pattern's good, but I actually have to pay attention to it, and I have too many pay attention stuff at the moment. Okay, the only pay attention stuff I have is the West Knit, so we'll see what happens when I get caught up with this week's. But yes, very, very excited about this. And it came with some cool goodies because I did the pre-order. Okay, I got this cool bag. Okay, what's fun about this bag is look at the pictures on there. See right here, second sleeve syndrome, one more row. Frog Project, Yarn Chicken, second sock syndrome. Sorry, that's Sleeve Island. Sleeve Island. Those are kind of cute, right? You know what? They have doodle cards for them. I don't want to like show them, but all those that I just showed you, they have a chart. So you could make those as part of something. I don't know, it's really cool. So I got the bag and these and stickers. Stickers are always fun. Okay. Anything else on acquisitions? Yes, we're not done. We're almost to the fiber one. I do want to show one skein of yarn for a future project that I'm going to be making soon. It's really cool when you have fiber friends and you go to them and you say, do you have any fox colored yarn? One of my nephews wants a cowl, the Seriously Self-Striping cowl. He really liked that rainbow one and he wanted one, but he wanted it fox colored. I'm like, we'll see what I can do. Well, guess what? Tamara had this. It's Heritage Prints. So soft. And is it fox colored? No, but it's the right shade of orange and he approved. So this is something that will be cast on soon. I don't know how soon because his birthday's not till December and I already have a brioche project and I try and only have one brioche project at a time, but that cowl shouldn't take me too long if I actually work on it. So that's that. So lastly, we are going to go into my spinning countdown, which I'm planning on starting spinning this afternoon. So cool box, very nicely packaged. Here, like I love the bags she found. So this is Spunware Over the Rainbow. Her website will be linked below. Her stuff is amazing. So bright, so vivid. They're not all neons and stuff. This one is not. So this one is a gradient based off of a yarn colorway that she has, or actually I think it's also the color that she does do for fiber, but it's a gradient over 4 skeins instead of all in one. So I did get this on Superwash Merino and I dropped a thing. So here's your card. Yep. So the first one is this. Look at it. It's so good. So we have the bright blue into the charcoaly black into the dark bright purple. Yes, you can be dark and bright at the same time. So I've been trying to think of how I want to spin this. It's so soft. And I think I finally decided this morning I am going to go for a 3-ply as thin as possible. I would like to DK. If I can get a DK out of it, I'll be happy. If I can get sport, be better. But because I want this to be a cardigan, I really do. But yeah, so I think I'm just gonna spin all 4 braids. I think one of the braids I'm gonna pick to be the sleeves. I don't know what yet. This is the downside to doing a countdown. I refuse to look at the other ones. Okay, I might have tried, but I refuse to actually look at them. And I should, so I can actually plan this project, but I don't want to. I want to be surprised. I'm just gonna do a 3-ply fractal, because they should all be cohesive. I'm guessing maybe, I'm theorizing that maybe the black's gonna be on each one, and then just have the bright colors. That's my theory. I could be wrong though, and I'm excited to see what it looks like. Maybe next Friday I'll open one. So I went ahead and opened this one on the 1st, but maybe next Friday I'll just start opening them on every Friday the rest of this month, and we'll see how that goes. So this also came with some goodies because people are awesome and goodies are fun. The most entertaining goodie I received was, where did I put it? It's right there. There we go. Was one of the diamond dots, which I've tried before, and I rather knit, except for I got this, and let me tell you, I did not stop until they were done. It took me like 4 hours, but I got them done. So these are actually stickers. They're diamond dots. So there's a sheet. But yeah, it's a sticker. I have not decided where I'm going to put them. And then we have the cow. Oh, look at the sparkle. The sparkle's so good. We have a horse. And we have a puppy. So that was fun. It took me a little while to do those, but I got those done instead of knitting the other day. And it was cool. It also came with some other stuff. Actually, I'm going to put a big picture right here, which is everything I opened on the 1st. So that's the fangirl fibers and the spunware, just everything I got there. I still do have one more countdown coming. I do have a fiber from Malia made it. It is a kind of Monsters Inc.-esque fiber. It is 13, I believe it's 13 half ounce, whatever, braids, bumps, whatnot. That should be getting here before I started on the 19th. I'm not going to count that right now. But I think it's the 19th that starts. So, that is all of that. Okay, last thing to show you is actually a little bit more spinning that I forgot I had until just now. So all those Rolags that I made, I got some of it spun. Rolags are hard to spin. I got that much done. Not a crazy lot, but a decent amount. So that's it on the fiber related content. Next up, we're gonna do life and books. Life is I go to work and I come home and I craft and I watch YouTube. That is it. Some of my favorite YouTubers, Happy Little Yarn, Andy the Knittress, Knit1T2, Witch and Knitting Mama. There's more. I have this tickle in my throat that's driving me nuts. Got some more water. Hopefully tickle stays. We're almost done though. So life, I work, I come home. That's it. Fridays, I have a Zoom in the morning I do with 11 Stitches membership. I record. I try and get my housework done. I'm gonna go grocery shopping in the post office here in a little bit. Saturday, went and worked at Mad Knitter. That was fun. It's really cool. I've been learning how to like put stuff in on the computer, like use Shopify and stuff. So that's definitely been really neat. Helping rearrange, like putting up yarns, all that kind of stuff. So that's been a lot of fun. Book-wise, so I found a new book series that isn't what I normally read nowadays. It is definitely spicy. More spicy than I read nowadays. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with spicy. But it is actually entertaining me, and by golly, it's helping me catch up on my books for this year. I'm only 3 books behind schedule instead of 6 because they're short. So I'm going to put a picture of the first one here. I'm not going to do all of them because I've read 3 of them. So Into the Darkness by K.F. Breene is the first book. I finished that on, does it tell me? It does not tell me the days. But I finished that. Book 2, Braving the Elements. Finished that. Book 3, On Razor's Edge. Now, mind you, these books are less than 200 pages. They're short. But the story is interesting. It is very much a fantasy, romantasy. And how do I put this right? I don't want to spoil anything if anybody else wants to read them. I'm currently reading the 4th book, which is called Demons. But it's like the couple gets together fairly early. That part's quick and easy. But there's still work to be had. Like, their relationship isn't perfect and they're still having to figure that out. And that's kind of nice because it's not just happily ever after. Relationships take work. They really do. So that part's kind of nifty. And then there's all, of course, the fantasy aspect, drama, and all that stuff that happens. So, you want a quick read? It's on Kindle Unlimited. So if you have a Kindle Unlimited subscription, it's free to read. This is why I will never give up my Kindle Unlimited subscription, because I may not be reading something on it constantly. I still use Living and stuff like that. But if I'm just looking for something random, sometimes I can find it. And it's pretty cool. So, we have gone through books, life, we've done all the acquisition stuff, we've done all the knitting, finished objects. I think I got everything. This is probably a longer episode. Sorry, not sorry. I had a lot of stuff to show you. Please don't forget that there is a sale on my Etsy shop. The link is down below. 40% off all the bags. And that's it. So I hope everybody is having an amazing October, and I will see y'all next week.